Hamas says it accepts some elements of the Gaza peace deal from President Trump. We look at what Hamas agreed to and what still remains to be negotiated.
Sunshine returns to the inland northwest, but we're talking some cold mornings in the days to come.
Plus, the federal shutdown continues after votes in Congress failed to fund the government. Eastern Washington's congressman is sharing his thoughts on the deadlock between the two major parties.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Amanda Rowley. Mark is off. Breaking news out of the Middle East tonight. Hamas says it accepts some elements of the Gaza peace plan laid out by President Trump. That includes handing over the remaining Israeli hostages they abducted during their terror attack on October 7th, 2023. Officials believe Hamas holds 48 Israeli hostages, 20 of whom are thought to be alive. In return, Israel would release Palestinian prisoners. Hamas also agrees to hand over leadership of the Palestinian enclave. The terror group is not saying anything about the other parts of the agreement, including the Israeli demand that Hamas fully disarm. All right, taking a first look at weather now. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. Jeremy, what can you tell us about the upcoming weekend? We've got sunshine coming.
Oh, nothing but. It's going to be beautiful. And seriously, these are those fall weekends that everyone loves so much. Nice, warm afternoons, somewhat cool mornings, but it comes with plenty of sunshine. 65 degrees is where we sit right now. And I think right now is a good idea of what you can expect tomorrow. A little bit of light wind, a couple of clouds in the sky, and temperatures in the mid 60s. It's going to be beautiful. We're up in the 70s out in parts of central Washington. Much warmer. We have a little more sunshine throughout the day. We had a couple of clouds, but not too bad. We have some fire danger concerns, some red flag warnings due to some of that light wind. You can actually hear it in my microphone. That stretches from Chelan all the way down to Wenatchee, and those red flag warnings run through the day tomorrow. We have yet another front. This one's a little drier than the previous, but you can see it, and as it moves in, it is going to bring about yet another drop in temps. It's going to be a couple-day drop, so it's by Sunday we're talking those cooler temperatures here for us. I think tons of sun, maybe a little bit of cloud cover overnight is about the extent of it. 65 degrees tomorrow, 62 on Sunday. We're back in the mid 60s on Monday.
And Seattle police arrested 3 people who say they kidnapped a Spokane man, then beat him. SPD says the group of 3 offered the victim a ride from Spokane to the Seattle area. Instead of dropping him off in Redmond, the suspects drove straight to Seattle. Police say they then demanded all of the victim's money and assaulted him. The victim was able to escape after police say the suspects stole more than $100 in cash along with his bag. Police tracked down the 3 suspects nearby. They now sit in King County Jail. And you are looking now at a crazy scene on the UW campus after a man stormed into a class making Nazi salutes and shouting insults at the professor and students. University police eventually took him into custody. Officials confirm he's not a student. The man, identified as Sam Polyak, says he came to troll and admitted he is a neo-Nazi. Video captures students booing and pushing him out of the class. Polyak says he was pepper sprayed, spit on, and left with cuts and bruises before campus police stepped in and detained him. Polyak says he regrets his actions, but students say his apology is not accepted.
I do believe he fully intended to say he meant what he said. Even if it was trying to just get a reaction out of people, that's still not okay. And really, I can't accept that.
Charges are pending with the King County prosecuting attorney's office. This week, Washington Senator Maria Cantwell introduced a new bill aimed at overhauling college sports. The Student Athlete Fairness and Enforcement, or SAFE Act, would create the first national rights and protections for student athletes, including guaranteed scholarships, health and safety standards, and rules for name, image, and likeness deals. The bill also allows schools to pool media rights to boost revenue, preserves women's and Olympic sports. It also sets national transfer portal rules, letting athletes transfer twice without sitting out and immediately if their sport is cut. Now, Congressman Michael Baumgartner is working with Cantwell on college sports reforms. He told me in an interview today he supports the spirit and intent of this bill.
We share a concern that what's special about college sports is being lost in this attempted power grab by the SEC and the Big Ten, and that small and medium-sized schools will be left behind.
Now, Baumgartner introduced his own Restore College Sports Act in April. It's designed to restore competitive balance, fairness, and sustainability in college athletics. Now, you can watch my full interview with the congressman on KREM 2 Plus right now. You'll hear more on his concerns with college sports and his take on the current government shutdown. KREM 2 is also the spot to watch the Seahawks take on the Buccaneers in Seattle on Sunday. Kickoff is scheduled for 1:05 p.m. Immediately following the game, we'll have a special edition of KREM 2 News where you can watch the Seahawks post-game press conference live. And coming up on KREM 2 News, a judge sentenced Sean Diddy Combs today following his July conviction. We recap what the judge's messages to Combs and his victims are and the details of his sentence. And the federal government shutdown enters its third day. What politicians on the Hill did today and what one local congressman has to say about the shutdown.